Thank you so much. And I think it is indeed Madam Dr. Shada Jain who's going to make each person who leaves us truly memorable in our lives and in this forum. I really do not know if this particular moment to introduce Dr. Surjeet is a matter of great honor or a matter of great grief. It's really difficult because last year she was the one who had held that beautiful program integrating all the members of DGF. The year before, she was the one who had given the oration on the Prime Minister. And today we have an oration in her name. But as the topic is, let's make it cheerful. So we're going to make it a really happy occasion today. So I'm going to remember those particular happy moments that she had spent with me. I remember her, or I became very close to her in 2015 and 16. You all would remember the trip we had taken to Manesar, and the year next we had gone on to the Baga. I was really surprised at Manesar that a lady of her age, she could dress up in that baby doll dress and come down to the discotheque and really dance. I looked at her and I said, yeah, you're a true baby doll. And the next year when we went to Baga, her confidence in the swimming pool and in the swimsuit. Those two particular moments, actually, if I really sit down and recall, is what brought in me such huge admiration for her. A lady with courage, a lady with great confidence, a lady who had a life state where she really wanted to live a life king size. What I would like to say is that she's a lady who had a heart as vast as the universe. She was a person who had all the attributes of the Buddha, the three major ones: the wisdom, courage, and compassion. I'm sure many of you over here, and I remember after her passing away, so many people said that she was the one we would go to in case of a problem. That is the type of wisdom she had, irrespective of the situation. She would give the advice straight from the heart. She was the one who had the courage to stand up for anyone, for justice, for humanity. Irrespective of all the adversity, the crowd and the people, she would stand up to speak what is the truth. She was a person who had deep compassion, who would catch your hand and continue walking with you till you actually were able to cross that particular river of sorrow or grief. I remember when I needed some eye drops which are not available in India at all. She told me, you do not worry. And 15 days later, those dry drops were deposited and sent to my home itself. That was the level of compassion that she actually has. Truly speaking, she hasn't gone anywhere. She lives still in all our hearts. She still holds our hand and she still smiles each time any one of us tends to achieve something or tends to do something that's out of the box. But as if she's speaking to me or as if she's there with me. And that's the way I know it exists. Today, her two best friends, Dr. Dipti Nabh, who spoken so beautifully and from her heart for her. And the other one, Dr. Poonam Goyal, is the one who's going to speak and give the oration. And I love the topic she chose, the chill pill. Because I'm sure Dr. Surjeet, wherever she is, and I'm sure she's sitting with one of us in hearing this, would like all of us to be happy and to find a way to really chill and to enjoy every moment. So here, Dr. Poonam Goyal, let's hear from you what you think is the way to live happily and to live the way Dr. Surjeet would like all of us to.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti, and thank you, DGF. So today, I'm here, always on my mind, forever in my heart, Surjeet Kapoor. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal. DGF oration today in beloved memory of Dr. Surjeet Kapoor, who was integral part of our forum. And I would say she was friend to one and all. And when I was told to speak on a subject, on an oration of this type, it was very difficult for me to choose a topic. I became very sad every time I started thinking about it. And then I chose let's take a chill pill. So every one of us, we want everything around us to be perfect, isn't it? But we forget that we are not in Satyug. When it was Satyug, there were no external bad stimuli on you and you were happy. Everybody, in fact, was happy. There was no jealousy. There was no problem. There were no issues at all. But remember, we are living in Kali Yuga today. The modern day life is so very stressful for us. It's black everywhere. Andhera hi andhera hai har taraf. So what I think is that the most important reasons why the life causes stress and distress, the reasons are endless, I would say. But I think the 5 are very good or the major reasons for us to have stress. One of them is that we are constantly being connected. Technology is wonderful. We can get connect with our loved ones 24/7 in different time zones globally, as well as in different bedrooms of same lavish house. We can have insight into each other's lives by sitting passively behind our smartphone. Our mind is simultaneously on our cell phone and on our current task. We want to look perfect and ideal on social media. We are in a way living 2 lives. One is our actual, other one is our social or digital life, which is connected word over or which is being projected outside the world. So another reason is that trying to do too much. Nowadays, there is a niche for every damn thing, and it's as if we have no alternative but to fit into that niche. A businessman, a corporate, a professional has to meet targets which are constantly scaled high and high. Event handlers work for your dream theme parties, ongoing search for locations to spend your holidays, struggle to bring up your kids as perfectionists. Parenting has endless problems, you would agree with me. Meeting daily deadlines of a metro city is also a challenge for all. And then over and above that, we have to fight with the system of corruption and idleness. So the problem is what we are fooled into thinking that we need to do all of this and all at the same time. And we have witnessed the rise of superwoman. Everyone wants to be superwoman. Yet in reality, it's not possible to simultaneously excel at work and home life, to travel the world, yet nurture your work, to be creative and original all the time. It's just not possible. The pressure to maintain an image of perfection is surely taxing physically and exhausting us mentally. It sounds like heading towards a burnout. So it's high time we realized that what impact all these things are having on our quality of life. The third reason I would say is that not prioritizing our work. Along with trying to do so much, there is shortage of prioritizing. This leads to feeling pulled in all directions in life without a real goal or a focus or a purpose. As you would see in your professional life also, you want to do ultrasound also, you want to learn infertility also, you have to take obstetrics also, you have to do laparoscopy also. So you cannot excel in all the fields of your life. You have to prioritize somewhere what you want to do. So this all can result in feeling of lack of achievement or accomplishment and persistent anxiousness to perform. And slowly you start losing confidence in all the fields. Then the fourth important thing Dr. Vandana has already highlighted is pollution or the climate change things. Everywhere we turn, there is a constant source of stimulation, and not necessarily in a positive way, be it air pollution, noise pollution, visual pollution. We get adulterated food supplies. All this influence our psychological as well as physical health. We can say that modern world is bad for our brain and for our emotions also, and our physical health also. Stressful factors are bombarding on us from all visible and non-visible sides. I would say it's just like that we are sitting on a heap of garbage, the pollution we get from all sides. Then fifth most important is inadequate stress release mechanisms we have. In our case, one is inevitable stress of modern life. Over and above is the professional stress which we have. We have poor and inadequate stress releasing tools. As obstetricians and gynecologists, we have unrealistic working hours, sword of Damocles always hanging on us. We as females have to nurture our kids and take care of elderly also at the home. As a doctor, we deal with two lives simultaneously, and birth being as thought as a natural physiological phenomena. Complications are not at all acceptable by the society. They have come to you for a good news, and when you give some bad news, you had it. As an obstetrician, dealing and counseling with so many people of different types daily, it is also very taxing. Workplace politics and harassment is there. Then taking meals at irrational times is also not helping us. Neglecting our own health is also there. Having no me time to indulge in our hobbies. Always being blamed for operative delivery for money's sake. And then maximum complaints and litigations you will see are in OBG only. So I would say that we are under the influence of external stimuli which affect our body and mind. So let's do it now for God's sake. Every new day is another chance to change your life. So friends, let's take a chill pill. Do not let your mind control you, but you control your mind. So for that, you need to detox and de-stress yourself. And what's the antidote to modern life stress? Let's see how can we fix this. There is always a solution whenever there is a problem. So what are the solutions which we can have? We can ease up on trying to be everything to everyone. I think this one is most important. Let's just take a step back. Why are you trying to be everything to everyone? Is it because you think that what's expected of you? Or is it an attempt to avoid conflict and avoid being seen to be selfish? Or is it to look impressive, perfect to the outside world? What it is, try to realize it. Think carefully about how your motivation for trying to be everything to everyone is serving you. It's hard to see things when you are too close. So friends, just take a step back and look. Then occasionally, just maybe occasionally, unplug yourself for a bit. There is no need to be connected 24/7, and there is no need to tune into mental chatter all of the time. When you are not glued to social media, waiting for the latest update, or living in a state of stress while dreading the next complication to happen, it can make a real difference to your stress levels. Unplugging for a bit can tell you a lot about yourself and how you cope with your life and stress more generally. What can you do when you are detoxing from being constantly connected? Try doing things that give you meaning and engagement in life, doing something relaxing, such as reading a book, go for a walk along the beach, or practice some mindfulness for a heightened state of calmness. Almost everything will work again if you unplug yourself for few moments only. So to improve your coping skills, as much as we can talk about decreasing unhelpful coping skills like alcohol, comfort eating, shopping, procrastination. It's important to develop coping skills that work for you in a positive way. Breathe in and breathe out. Do self care. You can even do uh, plant care. Take actions when it comes to healthy habits. A healthy body promotes a clear mind, but when you are stressed, our healthy habits often fall off our radar and we resort to unhealthy lifestyle choices. To keep you on track and to keep your healthy habits on your radar, one can make a daily to do list and track them accordingly. Another thing very important is teamwork. Build a team and try to designate work for all team members so that they can actively manage things at spinal level. It's not you who have to do everything. Teaching and drills for improving their efficiency and your confidence on your team. Make standard operating protocols at your center and work according to the guidelines. Complete your documentation clear and be communicative with your patients. Workplace stress is inevitable for us, but still, other than patient's condition, rest all should be soothing and supporting for you. Learn to share and express yourself. You must have someone, be it your spouse, your friend, your sibling, relative, guru, mentor, whosoever it is, to share your feelings and your thoughts and your real inner self. There should not be any hesitation in this communication. You should be confident 24/7. There is someone for you if there is any problem. So you learn to follow your hobbies. Maybe you want like to sing, you like to read book, you want to do photography, whatever you want to do, give some time and develop your hobbies. Even if you want to do a painting, even if you just want to make some this stitching work. Some people, they do it very good, and maybe cooking, whatever you want to do, just give some time for your hobby. Every day keep some time as me time. If your family gets up at 6 and the hotspot starts in the house at 6, maybe you can get up at 5:30, give 30 minutes to yourself. You can do meditation. You can just listen to old Bollywood songs also. That will also keep you relaxed. So always give space to your kids and your spouse. Discipline is okay, but do not try to over discipline your kids and do not be over the head of your spouse every time. Be a child with your grandchildren. That's very important. Do yoga, meditation, puja, whatever you like, just do. And always be flexible. Never make yourself rigid to any ideas or any person or any negativity. Just be flexible. So if you will shine, everyone around in your family will also shine. Try to figure out positive in every negative thing. I injured my shoulders. I changed my hairstyle because I was not able to comb my hair. I got a whole new wardrobe. So I had a scar of 6 inches on my shoulder. I got a tattoo done on that. So you can find something positive in every negative thing, I would say. So there is always a spring, but how will you appreciate the spring? Once there is fall, then you will appreciate the spring. So always just try to kill your negative thoughts with your positivity. If you can stay positive in a negative situation, then obviously you will win. So just keep swimming like a fish. You can just not leave that. If you are feeling suffocated emotionally and you are unable to cope with your environment, please do not lock yourself, do not stop yourself, and do not be ashamed of seeking medical help. That is very important. Remember, you are special elite class professional of the society. You are the healer. In fact, you may say that God heals and the doctor takes the fees, so let it be, but you are considered to be a healer in the society. You are bound to be stressful, so be it. Just make your coping system more stronger. Make a group where you Do not hesitate in sharing your weaknesses, your problems, your sins. And you do not need to look cozy, sophisticated, and so very talented and so very learned in that small group. If you are suffocating, unable to cope at any point of time, never please feel shy to seek help and do not act on spur of the moment. That is also very important. If suicide ever crosses your mind, just know your loved ones would rather listen to your story rather than attending your funeral. So no matter what happens and or how bad it seems today, life goes on. It will be better tomorrow. Thank you.
Dr. Poonam, it was so wonderful. You need to really take care of yourself. I know it's so emotionally draining and distressing.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Beautiful. It was a wonderful presentation.
It was a wonderful presentation, Dr. Poonam.
Very nice.
It was a real tribute to Dr. Surjeet Kapoor, ma'am, as we all know her as a very positive person who was always smiling, always chirping, and always lending a support to everyone whoever asked for it. She never said no to anyone, and she was always ready to give advices to anyone who is asking for any in personal matters or professional matters, whatever it is. She was always ready to give give advices, and she was also highly positive. And you have really basically given us to take a chill pill. We all are overstressed with our work, our professional life, our personal life, and really we are like a Nav Durga. We are managing everything with all our even non-existing hands. We have too much on our plate, really, for every one of us, and we should have an emotional outlet somehow. And somewhere we need to develop a mechanism for ourselves that how we can be stress-free, whether talking to a friend or whether to go and within our inside and go for meditation, or going for hobbies or some extra classes, or seeking professional help. In whatever way we may find to have a way we should all de-stress ourselves and take a chill pill. Really a great tribute to Dr. Surjeet Kapoor. Wonderful talk.
Your last sentence was absolutely apt, that, you must have an outlet somewhere. You must have an outlet somewhere. Nobody wants to attend somebody's funeral. One could give them plenty of hours to them. And I think each one of us should definitely find a place where you can definitely have an outlet to your emotions. These extreme steps are really killing for everybody.
Yes. Thank
An
you, ma'am.
emotional presentation, Dr. Poonam ma'am. Dr. Dipti ma'am.
Yes, like Poonam just mentioned, need an
First
outlet.
need to control Dr. Poonam, right?
Yeah, Dr. Surjeet was my.
Dr. Poonam, you need to take a chill pill right now. That's the one. That's the way. Yeah, that's the way.
I was very fortunate my tenure as a secretary. I think we must have had millions and millions of conversations. We made so many videos. We had so many dance dramas, and Dr. Surjeet was such a hit with all the during the 15th August programs, the New Year programs. I still remember how many times we used to talk to each other, and her generosity was, there are no words. Anyone who said, absolutely, मुझको भी ले लो, वो 8 से शुरू होकर हम लोग 20 पे आ जाते थे, and I used to say कि 100 को ले लो तुम तो बुद्धि नहीं देख मना कैसे करेंगे. And I had a wonderful relation. She was my 3 a.m. friend. Anything happened to me, good, bad, I used to call her up and she knew, मुझे मालूम था तू फोन करेगी. So just giving me a patient hearing, it will be okay. Dr. Poonam has spoken so beautifully. That is what Dr. Surjeet was, a chill-pilled person. She was a chilled-out person. Dr. Poonam has spoken so beautifully. Dr. Meenakshi has enhanced the topic by calling us Nav Durga. This is such a wonderful and apt description for all of us. All the working women, non-working women all over the world. We are trying to be like Nav Durgas. And that is where we are, missing out the journey. We're missing out the journey. We are just like running to do this to be perfect. to be the best mother, the best gynecologist, the best wife, everything. A teacher, I remember hitting my children and saying, किसने कहा था कि अगर शादी कर मुझे कैसे मदर और टीचर भी बनना पड़ेगा? And if I knew, I would think twice. So this was a wonderful day. Dr. Shadajan, thank you so much. We relived our memories with each one of them, starting from Dr. Mamta Lekhi. I still remember her, such a generous, such a gentle and a kind-hearted person. Dr. Surjeet, of course, is our beloved, and all of us remember, yes, how Dr. Sunita, how she went through her terrible time, and how graceful she was during her entire tenure when she was fighting the horrible monster. How elegant she was, never a word of complaint. I think from all three of them we've learned so much. Thanks to all my dear friends, relived my memories with each one of them. Thanks, Dr. Shadajan. It has been wonderful, remembering all of them.
Moment for all of us.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ma'am, few words from ma'am.
Ma'am spoke. Ma'am did speak.
See, the question is, these are the only ways we remember our own people. And this is where the legacy goes on and what you leave behind things. I think, we must decide about it right away that, Dr. Surjeet Oration will be spoken next time by Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar. And as far as Madam Sunita Potedar Oration will be done by Dr. Ila. And we have to decide about right today what will be done by Dr. Lekhi. I think right here, Dr. Deepshika should announce it. And I think, I was pained to see that only 28 or 30 people joined the oration. That shows, how much we take care of each other. So
Ma'am,
that is...
Dr. Abha Sharma you told next.
Yes, Dr. Abha Sharma will speak. Done. So I think, the recording will be there. I think Malti is going to put all these recordings there on the website. And hereafter, overall in charge of these orations will be Dr. Deepshika. Done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Ma'am.